An audience with Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General. Initially, I took the decision to have Mary Goody visually impaired, just for practical reasons, really, because I didn't think I would be able to navigate the space without or looking visually impaired. I'd never been given the opportunity to play a visually impaired person before and be what I am on stage. I found that process quite liberating. There's practical issues being visually impaired, right from kind of accessing scripts, scores, kind of navigating stages. But from a non-practical point of view, my biggest challenge is myself, really, and my confidence. I was lucky enough to have sessions with Emma, the director, and Nicola. Emma kind of walked through the script with me and worked on character development, and Nicola made sure I knew the score inside and out.
Without those one-to-one sessions, I wouldn't have had that opportunity to find out what was particular about her and her needs, and also her sense of humour, her way of taking direction, her way of thinking about character. So that individual time was absolutely essential for me to be able to learn about Clare.
I was starting to panic, really, that I wouldn't build up that mental map of the environment quickly enough. I wouldn't remember where I was supposed to be in relation to everything and everyone else at any given time.
We had Kate on stage with us, who's a BSL interpreter, and she had the challenge of not only signing words, but also signing music, physically describing music, which she did beautifully. She was in costume. She was very much centre stage. It felt a very natural thing. Dramatically, it didn't feel like an issue or an extra. What she added physically and the way that she was sensitive to the music and interpreted it really kind of was an addition.
You plucked me from my despair. I was surprised how much fear took over. I always knew it was going to be a struggle, but I didn't realise how badly I'd be affected. And I'm also surprised, given that I'd never sung before, and that's the thing that I was so scared about, that at the end of the process I'm actually quite excited to kind of, get singing lessons and kind of develop that, because I realised that performing and singing is actually really fun. People need to see role models, whether it's on television or in the theatre. They need to see their disability represented. Theatre makers could just be braver and just give those opportunities to any performer, whether they're disabled or not. Be willing to be adaptable and being open to have that conversation.
It's surprising how little changed. That there are kind of fears and prejudices that you don't know that you have until you start working and you kind of go, no, hang on a minute, this is much more ordinary than it is in my mind. That somehow the idea that this is going to be difficult, it's going to be a barrier to something, that was blown apart for me. I think what I discovered was just the joys of Clare as an actor. That was the main discovery for me. It's incredibly important to make sure that we build in, from drama training, but also from school, like your school nativity play, whatever that might be, the idea that everyone can do everything, that there aren't limits. Sort of gorgeous diversity of people and creativity that you get if everyone's allowed in. Clare, knowing that she had her anxieties about what she was doing, prepared so well that actually that she flowed into performing in a way that was really impressive. Essentially, the only reason why we got to where we got to was because she prepared so hard, because she was really on it. I loved working with her in that way.
For me, cohere arts is kind of like wrapping your arms around the whole of the community and pulling everybody in to the arts. So it doesn't matter who you are, everybody's equal.